Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at Meat Sweats and Baron Draxum from the new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line from Playmates. So previously I did a video for the 4 turtles. Those were all I was able to find at Walmart when I was there last, but I actually just found these guys at Target. So I'm very excited to take a look at some of the villains for the series. Now I've only seen the first episode so far, so I'm somewhat familiar with Baron Draxum. I don't really know anything about Meat Sweats as of yet, but taking a look at the packaging, very colorful. And you can see up here in the corner with the individual turtle figures, you actually get a picture of that turtle. When it's someone who's not one of the 4 turtles, just a supporting character, you have this kind of generic group shot. Very similar to how they did it for the last toy line as well. This guy's definitely got some weight to him, though. He's a pretty bulky character. Take a look at the bottom. You can see we get 4 pizza points. Taking a look at the back here, if you want to go ahead and read his bio, you can pause the video. Apparently he was a celebrity chef. And now he's a pig mutant that wields a meat tenderizer. Here are some of the other figures that are available. But yeah, very colorful packaging. I love the packaging for these. And then here is Baron Draxum, the maker of mutants. Oh yeah, technically he's called the Tenderizer. So he's got a bunch of accessories over here, which is pretty cool. Also, 4 pizza points. And then taking a look on the back, he is an alchemist from the Hidden City. Apparently there's a hidden city underneath New York. And he uses ooze-skitos to transform people into mutants. So I will applaud them at least for trying something a little different. It's not just Shredder and Krang like always. I mean, maybe we'll see them later on in the series or something, depending on how long it goes. But I think it's kind of neat. It kind of reminds me of, I think it was Lord Drax, towards the end of the original show when they moved to CBS. They had an alien who was in a spaceship above Earth, and he would do various, I think he had monsters or something he would send to Earth. So maybe that's a reference because his name is Draxum instead of Drax, so I don't know. But it's cool. Something new and different. So let's go ahead, let's get these guys out of the packaging, and let's take a closer look. Alright, so here are the 2 figures out of the packaging here. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with both of them. So first up, we'll take a look at Meat Sweats. This guy is just massive. I mean, he is a hunk of solid plastic right here. He's definitely got some weight to him. Definitely do not throw this at anybody. But he's really huge. I like the design of his face. Let me see if I can get this to actually focus. There we go. So he's got the little kind of like diner type chef's hat on. I guess he's wearing glasses. I'm not really quite sure, but he's got a fun expression, teeth painted. He's got these crazy like veins throughout his giant muscles, all nicely painted. Head can move from side to side. You have the normal shoulder joint. Then you have a nice elbow swivel and 90 degrees pretty much. Wrist, the whole kind of gauntlet thing here is on a swivel right there like that. He comes with this meat tenderizer, which is his accessory. It has a bone handle. And then this hand can actually pop off. It's a little weird because the nub in here is a little soft plastic, but it's not bad. He comes with this weird deformed hand. I don't know if that's going to play a role on the show, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. You can tell that the vein is meant to kind of pass, like you can see, but they didn't paint it on the accessory, which is a shame. So it just kind of stops. But you can see they did actually mold it so that they kind of flow into each other, which is nice. I just wish they would have painted them. But I don't know. It just looks so weird, and I don't see any reason to ever not just leave the gauntlet on here because it looks so much cooler. So I like the gauntlet hands. Now the waist, I don't think he can move at the waist. No. But he does have... Now it's funny though, kind of the legs sometimes move together, but they are separate. Kind of a same kind of shoulder joint here in the waist. And then the leg is all one solid piece. A little bit rubbery plastic, but not super soft for the feet. But I think it looks good. Plus, I mean, I feel like you wouldn't really move his legs all that much anyway, just because of how big and bulky he is. Most of the articulation you're going to want is actually in his arms. But I think he looks good. I didn't love the design at first, but I've definitely warmed up to it. Especially having the figure in hand because it's so nicely painted and detailed. I mean, what Playmates can do with these figures and still only charge $9 a piece is pretty impressive to me. This thing is a kind of a swing and a miss, but hey, it exists. You can use it if you like. If you don't need it for anything. Here is Baron Draxum. He's looking pretty cool. Again, like the head design, nicely painted. You get the purple eyes with the orange pupils. I kind of feel like this pupil's off-center a little bit, but not a huge problem. The gold on the headdress looks nice. He has his hair moving down the back. The head cannot move, though. Now, he's got these little shoulder pad creatures, which in the show come off, and they do include some, which we'll take a look at in a minute. It doesn't look like these come off at all. I was kind of hoping you could just kind of unpeg this one and then pretend it's one of the other ones, but it looks like these stay on all the time. I mean, I don't know. I've been kind of trying to take it off, but I'm afraid I'm just going to break it, so I'm not going to try to pull them off anymore. But the design is very cool, and the eyes are painted nice and red. Standard shoulder joint here, same kind of elbow joint as Meat Sweats. Most of the figures kind of have the same shoulder and elbow joints. Nothing in the wrist, but again, nice molded detail. The coloring and the paint looks very good. Same with the gold here around the waist, although it does kind of stop, which is kind of a shame. I love that it's painted on the front, but I wish it would continue around the back. Not a big deal. This is kind of a softer piece of plastic so that you can still move the legs. And the legs have kind of the similar joint as the elbows and shoulders, so you can go, spin it around a little bit, up and down, and then he just has kind of a simple joint in the, I guess, knee, but because his legs kind of bend strangely, like a grasshopper almost, I feel like you're not really going to pose the, it's kind of like Meat Sweats. You can pose the legs, but more likely you're not going to, just because how they bend, and with the cape and everything, it kind of just makes sense to just have him stand. And he looks great. I mean, it's nice. The articulation is there if you want it, but you probably won't use it. Now, these are the two little, I guess, creature-y dog type things. I don't know why this one has blue eyes as opposed to all the rest have red, but I love the design of both of these. It kind of remind me of something from, like, Ghostbusters. Like a little ghost creature that they would come with one of the Ghostbusters or something. So I think these look really great. Really love the design, and you don't need much paint, but the paint for the eyes just really pops against the black, and they look great. Then they also include some of the Ooze Skeetos. These are just kind of, all molded in one color. I guess they could, like, clip on someone's wrist. I think maybe that's what they're for. But he kind of just, like, sends these out to go mutate people. So it's just kind of like an accessory for play, which I think is nice. I'm glad they included them. And they're molded nicely. It makes sense that they're all molded in one color because they're kind of tiny and these pieces are very thin. So, but yeah, it's just nice. It's accessories that, again, they didn't have to include, but it's nice that they did because it kind of adds to your play, and especially if kids are, recreating like someone turning into Meat Sweats, you would need them to get pricked by the Ooze Skeeto. So it's nice. It's fun. But yeah, I definitely recommend both of these. I think they've done a great job. The amount of articulation and paint applications. And again, they can still charge $9 a piece for these. I don't know how Playmates is doing it, but I'm glad they are, and I hope they keep it up. I was really impressed with the turtles, and I think these guys are also really fun. Again, I don't really have too much to complain about. Really fun designs. I think they're very creative. Like I said, it's nice that they're not just Rocksteady, Bebop, Shredder, and Krang all the time. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they introduced them down the road, like, say, Season 3 or something like that, if the show keeps going. I don't know if they will, but it could be cool. In any case, I think these figures are very creative, very nicely painted, nice articulation, definitely worth $9 a piece, and nice accessories as well. So not really much to complain about here. Definitely pick these up if you're enjoying the show, even if you're not, because technically I am not really enjoying the show, but some of the designs are still really fun, and the toys are really well done. So a show that's not that great can still have really fun toys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.